Zack Snyder's Justice League's cut, man, it is great in my opinion. I almost forgot what was the original was even supposed to be about and everything. But I kind of remember a little bit when I was just watching the Snyder's cut, so it's just like, oh, and I kind of forgot like what like kind of forgot what was the original supposed to be about, but it makes more sense here. I gotta say, everything in Zack Snyder's cut makes a whole lot more sense with the deal with the mother boxes. I love how Cyborg and Flash they got their own, little arcs in this film in the beginning of the 2 hours. I'm glad because in the original they were just put there and we don't get to see anything that we both like them about. But in this version, we get to see a whole lot more with Flash and with Cyborg, and I'm just happy that they got something, or no, got like their own little story, so we can, like have a good laugh and just like get to heart, especially with Cyborg, man. Like, man, I actually cried a little, or not cried, almost cried when I saw his dad like died, man, because like fuck, it really hit me hard. It literally hit me hard when his dad died. After his dad is just trying to make up everything, man. Like, whew, that got me, man. That got me in the heart, man. Like the father and son relationship that they were conflicting of mostly him like not showing up to his games, too busy with his work and not really giving his son the love and attention that he wants and everything. But and like everything, I felt like everything was gonna work out at the end. Like his father was just gonna support him and help him out. But like when he died, man, I'm like, bro, no. When he got himself in the seal with the mother box to shoot the laser at, I'm like, no, don't do it, man. Because like, bro, his like relationship was starting to grow with his father, man, and I was like, shit. And I felt it, man. I felt like the fucking, oh my gosh, it was just so fucking tragic. I couldn't like want to watch any more further of how Cyber was just like, man, it really hit me there. I felt like it was like it really was one of the most emotional scenes in this film, man, when he lost his father after they had a bit of conflict with each other and tries to work things out, even though things were gonna work out, but it didn't at the end. His dad, well, it did, but it's just like his dad died, and I'm like, fuck, bro, why, man? I gotta say, but I didn't mind the 4 hours because I'm just so heavily interested and invested. So for time for me for 4 hours, that's just nothing, man. If I can play 4 hours straight without getting out of my chair on Xbox, then I can just watch a movie for 4 hours and not have to get up out of my chair if I have like all my snacks and everything there. That's a whole different story there, but 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 I enjoyed it. Some people didn't because 4 hours they can't take it, and some people wanted to break it in half, like an Avengers Endgame and Infinity War type of deal. I didn't think that would be possible because the first half is all about the characters, and the second half is like when things get turned on, man. Like when things get for real with the fights and everything. Like it gets fucking pretty hardcore in my opinion. But like I really believe that 4 hours in Justice League Snyder Cut is acceptable in my opinion. I don't think there's no reason to split it or create like a mini series or sorts. I felt like it was just good to have it all in one film. But I can agree that it could be shortened or trimmed down a little bit, man. That's all I can say. Like I can say it doesn't deserve to be broken down and everything, but I can say it could be trimmed a little bit to some degree and everything. The characters, they were just done right, man, with the jokes and everything. I love the Flash the most, man. That like now I can just like love him more because of his quirky jokes and everything. And I felt like, man, the minute when I did not hear Batman make a talk to fish joke to Aquaman, I'm like, okay, that's good. So I expect more of that. But yeah, I really didn't mind the coloring a little bit, even though it was like I get it, like, it was trying to be, like, dimmed down a little bit, but it's just, like, if I can't tell what colors are Wonder Woman's outfits, like, man, you gotta, like, change the color settings in your movie so I can see what outfit, or what color are the outfits that Wonder Woman is wearing, man, because, like, I didn't mind it, like, because it was supposed to be, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to, like, fit this film, like the theme of it. Like, I get it, but it's just like, if I could barely see the colors, then, like, yeah, nah, that's kind of like a big turn off for me there. I didn't mind the black bars, because it was just his envision. So, it's just like a big whatever to me, because I really did not mind it at all if it was just gonna be like that or not, but it was just like that, so it's literally whatever. But let me see. Steppenwolf. Whoo! My man got justice, bro. Because fucking dude, I forgot. I know he looked a little bit like he had like a human face and shit, but like, man, Steppenwolf is completely different. My man looks 10 times more like a fucking video game boss villain, man. Like, I'm telling you, his look is really nice in my opinion, this new version. And I love how his whole outfit was just so reactive to how he was just feeling and shit. Like, when he gets pissed, the spikes off his suits, it's just like, woo, like, it gives me a little bit of goosebumps, because like, he's pissed. I want to see what it's like what he's doing with that. But yeah, I don't know if there's any more that I can say about this film, but I do love Superman's black suit. I imagine exactly how it was gonna be with Henry Cavill wearing the black suit. I thought it just looked so fucking cool on him, man. Because we all know how Superman, well, like the original color of Superman's suit is, just red, blue, and everything. But yeah, that's good that we get to see like him wear a different color suit, especially with Black Man. I was like, wow, that really looks really cool on him, man. And I gotta say, with Martian Manhunter, okay, I got super excited when Martian Manhunter arrived, and I'm glad he was there, but I felt like he was just like a waste, because like I wanted him. I thought it was gonna be like a Superman type of deal, because Superman barely got like any scenes at all, just like a little bit, just like the major ones that needed to be there. But it was just like he got some scenes that he needed to have, and then like not like a whole lot, because he really did not need to go a whole lot. He just needed like a bare minimum of scenes, and then show up in the last fight and everything. And I thought it was going to be the same thing with Martian Manhunter, but he was just there just to talk to Lois and Bruce. So I'm like, it's just like, for me, it's just like, yeah, that's cool that we get to see him and his whole look and everything, but it's just like at the same time, in my mind, it's just like watching what was it, the Justice League, the original cartoons and everything, and it's just like, man, I thought he was just gonna fight Steppenwolf as well, going toe to toe with him, but I felt like, I don't know, maybe like he wanted to be like Superman's like time to shine, because Superman is fucking overpowered, man. So it was just like him or Martian Manhunter. So I felt like, you know what? Yeah, I felt like it kind of makes sense. Like, if Superman and Martian Manhunter were both there, they would both fucked up Steppenwolf, in my opinion. They would absolutely clap his ass immediately, and I am capping hard on that. But yeah, it was just like I wanted him to be there, but it's just like we already got just the scenes that we just, I guess, what Snyder wanted, like what he needed to be there. So you know what? I can't argue with that. I'm just glad that he's just there. That's all it is for me. I'm just glad he's there, because like, man, I wanted them to span the universe and shit with fucking with Green Lantern. I really wanted to see Green Lantern come into the Justice League as well, and I'm glad Martian Manhunter got his time to shine, even though it was just only him talking to Lois and Bruce. But it's better than nothing, man, I gotta say. But yeah, the incorporation with Darkseid, man, like, I got so excited when I forgot. Or no, I forgot. Or no, I didn't forget. He was there in the trailers and shit. It was just like me, like remembering, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have scenes with him and shit. But like, whoa, I was bamboozled when I saw him and shit, and just like saw how he was talking and his look, like he looks just like the same level as Thanos from Endgame and everything, man. But it's just like I was a little bit disappointed in the beginning where Diana was explaining about Darkseid and shit. And I'm like, man, I know him from the Justice League TV show, and this guy is he is a god. Like even Superman himself has a hard time beating Darkseid, man. And you're telling me this man got his booty cheeks clapped by like Zeus and Ares and fucking the Amazons, and he got damaged, man. And like not once until the very end, where Cyborg plugs in the mother box into his system. Not once that he used his Omega beams, and that's like a game over. Once he shoots those laser beams at you, you are fucked by every means necessary, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm glad he was there. It really made sense with the whole goal of what was it Steppenwolf was supposed to do, and I'm pretty sure he wanted to keep going. Zack Snyder wanted to keep going because now that Darkseid knows that the anti-life equation that's in on Earth, he's gonna try again to go on Earth. But I don't know if Warner Brothers is just gonna allow Zack Snyder to go back into filming for DC and just making his own DC movies and everything. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I feel like they should, in my opinion. But yes, it made the whole plot and everything more understanding of why Steppenwolf came to get the boxes and everything, mother boxes, to redeem himself for Darkseid and everything, and what, and why, and what's his purpose, and what's Darkseid's purpose and everything. I felt like it was good that everything just made a whole lot of sense, because I feel like in the original Justice League, it did not make any sense of why Steppenwolf wanted to get like the 3 mother boxes for himself. Like there are bigger threats in the whole DC universe, like Darkseid, man. Darkseid. And you're telling me like the Justice League had a hard time? Well, they did have a hard time. I'm not gonna say they didn't have a hard time with Steppenwolf, but it's just like Darkseid versus the Justice League. I would love to see that happen. Like Warner Brothers, like get Snyder to make it, man. Just pay him money, pay him whatever you have to do, man. Do it for him, man. Do it for the fans, because everybody wants to see that shit. But I think it just made a whole lot of sense with the corporation, with Darkseid and Steppenwolf's purpose and everything. So I'm glad things just made sense, because I felt like it just did not. Because if you watched both versions, you will understand to see that yeah, the Snyder's cut made a lot more sense than the original, man. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think like the pacing and everything was bad, because he wanted to make it in his own way. I felt like Lois Lane didn't need to be incorporated that much, or seen out to be an important character, because she's only important because of Superman, and we barely got any scenes with him. So I'm not discrediting that she's like the woman that plays her is a bad actress or anything. But it's just like we already know like what Lois Lane like her purpose is. But I feel like it shouldn't be like drawn out more. Like here's more scenes with her getting coffee and everything. Here's a scene with her like not having any attempts to go back to work or anything. But yeah. Just yeah. But I don't think there's anything else I gotta say, but except for the final boss, or the final fight, it took me off guard when I did not expect them to pull an Avengers Infinity War move, which is that the heroes actually fail to separate the mother boxes. And when I saw Barry just like fucking traveling back, I'm like, oh, he's doing the thing! Because we all know that Barry has a fucking hard time with just like trying not to mess up with the timelines and everything. So it's just like, you know what, Barry? You didn't mess up this one. So, all's will's forgiven and all that shit. But yeah, it just took, I'm pretty sure it took everybody off guard because nobody did not expect them to fail to separate the mother boxes until they did, and then they separated the mother boxes. But yeah, I don't know why this was rated R because I didn't think it was not much different besides maybe like there are a few more killings, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted it to be rated R because, like, I guess it just had to be like that. But I didn't think it was just much more different. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I gotta say about the film besides being a really huge success in my opinion. And I felt like if this version came out, it would be way more successful than the original Josh Whedon version of Snyder's cut, or of Josh Whedon's version of the Justice League film. But I'm glad Snyder got his chance to make his creation. I felt like the wait was actually worth it. And if you have not watched Justice League at all, like have not watched like any versions, or if you have not watched the original, I should say the original version of Justice League, I suggest go for it, man. I suggest just go for it and just watch it. Watch the Snyder's Cut version because you will actually enjoy it. But is this something for someone that already watched the Justice League and like not sure if they want to watch the new version? I mean, if you have the time to spare, and if you actually want to see and curious about it, I suggest go ahead and watch it because this film would not disappoint you at all because of the stuff that Snyder envisioned. Yes, there's are like little scenes that are like that are kind of replaced a little bit but with other stuff, but or not replaced, not replaced with other stuff, but what I mean is that like little scenes that were just like ridiculous or stupid, that it's just like been taken out and just made however he wanted to envision. So yeah, if you have the time to spare and everything and you're just curious about watching it, I suggest just go for it because you really got nothing to lose. You got 4 hours to spare, and all you need to do is buy a Hobo, or not a Hobo, HBO Max subscription, which is literally just $14.99 a month. So it's just like it's just like $14 you're gonna be spending on a 4-hour film that I believe that it did really fantastic and did really well in my opinion. So yeah, I think this is really a really good Justice League film, and it's a shame. I would be really disappointed if Zack Snyder can't continue on making it because I feel like he is doing great of what he's doing, like what he's envisioning his version, even though it's not strictly what the fans think of how it should be. But I'm glad to see his version being brought out to the light and everything, and that it did really well, really did successful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment sections of Snyder's version of Justice League. If you love it, if you hate it, let me know what you guys think about all that down below in the comment sections. If not, that is a-okay with me. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adro339. Whoops. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion is. And I will see you all, lovely ladies and gentlemen, in the next one later. Oh wait, I also forgot to talk about a couple of things. Or two things, because it just now hit me before I go. Beginning of the scene and the ending. So I enjoyed Lex Luthor's incorporation of making his Legion, or I think it was the League of Doom or Legions of Doom, something like that. So I'm glad he was there, and I'm glad Deathstroke was, brought to daylight and everything. And in the beginning, I should say that it was good that we get to see like the events after Batman v Superman, which I thought it was like, okay. I'm glad to see like what the effects had when Superman died because of his scream, and that it woke in the mother boxes. And like, it's a theory, but I think they were waiting to invade Earth for the Marvel boxes, because I think that they know they will be so fucked if Superman was awake. Because, you know, Superman is basically a god, but you get to see the effects. I'm glad to see, like, the events that carried off after the previous film. I thought that was a really good idea, in my opinion. I thought that was just really great, and to see, you know, what happens and what's transitioning to now to this film. And finally, gonna be talking about this Batman's Dream. I love, like, you know, his nightmare hellish version of whatever the fuck that this man was just like going through in his head. Like, jeez, he was just like not having it, man. Like, I gotta say, sorry about that. I'm just like have not been able to just to breathe. But with Deathstroke being in there, I'm like, oof. I will like, that's great, because I have not seen Batman's other rogues gallery being brought to daylight, and seeing this version of Deathstroke, I thought he looked fucking cool. His outfit and everything, and the actor that played him did a solid job, even though he was just there just for talking and everything, and not really there to do all the action stuff. But yeah, I thought that was fucking awesome that we got Deathstroke. And Jared Leto's Joker, oh my gosh, I'm glad it was just put in the right place, because Suicide Squad, Joker did not need to be there, let alone side. Joker did not need to be a gangster, okay? But Jared Leto here, he redeemed himself as the Joker in this film. Made perfect sense. Really didn't care if he had long hair or not, but I just love his one-on-one conversation with Batman, because, like, fucking, I don't think you ever get to see once of these two talk it out with each other like that, and I'm glad to see how they are towards each other and what's their relationship and everything. And, like, man, just from the conversation, you know, it's like really heavy, excuse me, between these two, because, you know, they are the iconic duo against one another, you know. The world's greatest detective versus the clown prince of crime and all that. And it was just a vision of how Superman was gonna turn to where Darkseid is, like Darkseid manipulating him or something and just becoming evil and all that stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think I have any more things to talk about. If I do, I'll leave it down below in the description for you guys to read what more that I have to say about this film. I felt like it did really good, and, you know, I would like to see more of what Snyder wanted to put in his own DC Universe film, or his own DC Universe film. So again, let me know down below in the comments. If not, that's it would go with me. Not to make this video any longer. Have a good day, everybody, and yeah, later.